Good morning! I can never get it right. Good morning. We are going to open up a pack and pick one. It looks like my camera's not 100% working. Let's fix that, right? We're just chilling today. Let's see if we can't fix this. There we go. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna open up some Monarch. I'm kind of excited about this. So we had some really good picks at the beginning. Just some really easy ones, like, hey, this is gonna end, let's grab it. So this is actually gonna be really interesting. So we got Unworldly Bellow Red, Piercing Shadow Vice Blue, okay, Dread Screamer, ooh, this is your #1 card, Shadow Brute. Don't pack one, pick that though. Herald of Rebirth Yellow, also really good. War Tune Herald, Cross the Line. I have a hard time believing, like, War Tune Herald of Rebirth, not a bad pack one, pick one, but I do have a hard time believing that there's not going to be something better in there, you know. Pound for Pound, Blue, Rising Solar Tide, that's a good one. Belittle, I usually default to this. Oh, Rally the Rearguard. Okay, 6 cards, six attack. Those are hard to come by, and you want those. Yanti, Ghostly Visit. That's another great one. Aether Ironweave. That's our armor. And what do we got for our rares? We have Rise Above and Invigorating Light. I don't love Invigorating Light. It's a 3 cost for 5. Not amazing, right? If that was a 6, if that was a red, I think I would pack one pick with that. Ghostly Visit, also very good. This is worth a pack one pick with. I think my eyes really go to Rally the Rearguard or Belittle, but I think Rally the Rearguard because it's a 6 coster. It's a 6 drop. It hits for 6. You don't mind blocking with this because this can become a 3. It's an instant, so if you block with this, you can discard a card instant speed and it becomes a 5. Because as you see right here, Rise Above is your defense reaction in this set. You have to put a card on top of your deck in order to use it. It's a terrible card. It really is. It's terrible. I'd grab it and limit it just to have a forward block, but like blue is not worth it. The other one that actually comes to mind is Aether Ironweave. Because this card, I mean, this card is so good that you play it constructed. There's very few of the armor cards in this that you play really in constructed. You play some of them, but there's very few that you consistently do. And this is one that, like, you go between this or Tunic, and these both are ridiculously good. So this can turn a tide really well. And so this is actually one of the only armors I think out there in general where I would say this is worth a pack one pick one. Like, ever. I would never say any armors. This is worth it. Because looking at this, like, this is going to get picked up, and this is going second or third. Like, there is no way this stays in here for longer than that. This is your, I need to have something to pop angels and to block. It's fine for attacking with, right? I don't mind going 2 for 6 on something. That's totally fine. 2 for 6, you know. Pay it, attack for 6, like, that's still really good and limited. So like, this overall is just like a fantastic card that you just love to see. So you can get that going. Ghostly Visit, that's not terrible. It's fine. I like Ghostly Visit. It's a good one. But yeah, so it's these two right here that I'm at a tie for to which one to go, because I don't think you have potential to see an Aether Ironweave, and you might not even be going this class, so it might not be worth it, right? but still fantastic pack 1 pick 1 because this is the best armor in the set. This is one of the best armors just ever created. So it's really a tie. I think if it was me, I would go this route because I don't know that I'm going chain too often. So I think I would go this one. So like, here's the way it would go. So I would go this one first. Then if I was handed this pack, honestly, because of what's in here, I think I'm picking that second. Like I put that value pretty high. And then next, I think I'm going, Belitto's okay. But I honestly think I'm going Ghostly Visit next. I don't love Rising Solar Tide. That's actually a good one. So it really comes down to what are you valuing the most? Are you valuing Ghostly Visit, or are you valuing Rising Solar Tide? So that comes down to which one are you going? Because they're both 3 for 1. Both 3 for 1. They both block for 3. They both do what they're supposed to do. This goes into your soul when it hits. This you can play out of your banish zone. So they're both doing what the color likes to do. Difference is this is blue, this is yellow. So it really comes down to what are you prioritizing? Are you prioritizing going light or dark? So that's where I'm at with there. And if you want to grab a Herald, now is also your third pick is actually a good one. Third pick here is probably the most interesting because I got Herald of Rebirth, I got Rising Solar Tide blue, and I got Ghostly Visit yellow. All 3 of these are like, what do you want to do? Do you want to just go ahead and grab a Herald, get the Herald going? Do you want to just stay open, but you just want to stay open in light, or stay open but you want to stay open in dark? They're all doing the same thing, just very differently. So the third pick is actually the biggest decision on here. I tend to want to, when I'm playing this, light I think is the best default. I think my comfort class is chain. Overall, is just my comfort one because I'm most comfortable in Rune Blade. I'm not very comfortable in Prism. But you know, in Prism it's just drop down a bunch of heralds. They hit hard. You know, pitch them to get an aura and go again. Just keep doing that. Keep doing that chain. I do find comfort in Bolton. I can play Bolton. Limited, it's just trickier. That's all it is. If I find a good Bolton card, it's like, yes, great. Let me get one of those. If I get any one of his specializations, I think it's a go on Bolton. Any one of his specializations or your Raiden or anything like that, I think you're a go. But yeah, like you got to make sure you have a really good Bolton deck. So really, like, Prism is probably the best in the limited format, and she's the one that I have the least experience with. And I can even pull off Leviah if I need to. Limited, I feel like she's even trickier limited, like, because you can't curate your deck as much. What makes Leviah so good is because everyone's default is going to be Prism, so Leviah is just going to be popping things left and right. So if Leviah doesn't hit, Leviah is just an anti-Prism. So if you start noticing Prism stuff going early, and a lot of it, Leviah isn't a bad pick to pivot to. Because if I'm Chain or I'm Bolton, I probably don't have a great answer for Prism. That being said, you get too many Prisms, there's not enough angels to support her. So yeah, so third pick is really, really hard. I would stay open. I would go for Ghostly Visit myself. But there is a world where you do Rising Solar Tide. Like, they're literally basically the same card. This gives you more resource than this. And I would find comfort in Ghostly Visit, I think, overall, because I think people are going to go towards Prism. I could see a world where someone doesn't get Aether Ironweave and they get Herald of Rebirth. Like, that's just how much people are going to gravitate towards Prism. So, anyways, those are my 3 picks. 4 picks. Here's my 4 picks. My pack 1 is going to be Rally the Rearguard. It's a close tie between Aether Ironweave and Rally the Rearguard. I know that's probably not the right answer, right? Most people are going to say don't pack 1, pick 1 armor. And I agree with that. But Aether Ironweave is so good because it can block for 1 and then it can change, it can fix turns. I mean, in many cases, people run it over a Tunic in Constructed. That's how good it is. So definitely don't sleep on Aether Ironweave. I don't think anyone is going to. You want to grab it early if you think you're doing anything chain related. Or just grab it early because, hey, I don't want to chain getting it, right? It's a great hate draft pick. It's great just an early pick to be like, do I want to go chain or do I just want to, have it? So, anyways, but have a wonderful day. Be good to yourself and be good to each other. I will see you tomorrow.